are again, and again, it's Theater Thursday! And again, I'm going to be doing a Halloween-themed movie. This time I'm doing When Casper Meets Wendy from 1998. I know it's an older movie, but if you have not seen this movie, consider this your spoiler alert. Absorb that in. Okay? Because we're going to expose some stuff. Okay. Casper Meets Wendy stars Hilary Duff, or she plays Wendy. She's this magical little witch girl who is, raised by her three aunts, and she's supposed to be like the good witch. She's supposed to be like the happy little witch, but she's raised by her three aunts who are like really overprotective of her because she is the good witch, because there's this evil guy, an evil warlock who's trying to like get her and trying to like take away her power and use them for evil. But when she accidentally exposes where she and her aunts live and they're put at risk, they actually have to move away and they have to go on vacation. So they go and they fly away on their magic brooms and they go to this like sunny resort and like they check into the hotel and they kind of forget how the modern world is. Like they have to, they change the one guest into a goat to get a hotel room and like all that type of stuff. But they but then when they check into the little house that they rent out, her one aunt tells Wendy no more magic, because the more magic you use, the more likely that the evil warlock is more likely to find you, because he has like a locator. So they take away her wand and they all have to dress normal. Of course, the three aunts dress like how fashion would have been like in the 70s, kind of like old style, like cheetah print and leather and all that type of stuff. But Wendy dresses more like the typical, I guess, 90s kid. And, she says, and the aunts think she stands out like a sore thumb, but that's besides the point. But eventually she sneaks away to use some magic to blow off steam because she gets mad at her aunts and whatever. And this is where she meets her soon-to-be best friend and ghost friend, Casper. Obviously, we all know Casper. He's the friendly ghost, but if you don't know, he is, not your typical ghost character. A ghost's job is to scare people and frighten them. He doesn't find the point in scaring. He doesn't like it. He doesn't understand why it's so important for a ghost to be scary all the time. He doesn't understand why you can't be just friendly to people. But his three uncles, who kind of counter out the three aunts, tell him that you need to be scary to like make a living in the world. But they both meet in this barn and they're both afraid of each other because, Wendy's aunts told her that ghosts are evil and ghosts are bad, and equal to Casper, his uncles told him that witches are evil and ugly and they trick you, and they both find that that's all lies, and that they're very nice and they're very sweet, and they become friends. Eventually, they try to help the aunts and the uncles get along by setting them up, because the ghosts end up taking over bodies of humans, and they all go to this party and they dance and they like start flirting and dancing with each other, obviously not knowing the truth yet. And then Casper and Wendy actually dance, and he wears a tuxedo, but and Wendy wears a nice dress, and they dance in a gazebo, and he's actually invisible. Like, it's only the tux, and it's a really touching point of the movie. I love that part, but moving on. But eventually, ghosts can't possess a body for too long. They can only, keep it for a few minutes. So eventually the bodies get worn out, and the ghosts pop out of the bodies, and then the witches realizes that they were tricked, and then the witches reveal themselves as witches, and then they were both disgusted that they touched each other and were flirting with each other, so they both ran away and forbid Casper and Wendy to see each other. And then, there's this one kid, this little boy who liked Wendy, but she chose Casper over him, so he stole her wand and tried to break it. And by doing this, you know, I guess he must have, you know, triggered the tracker for the magic. So the evil warlock came to, you know, came to Wendy to destroy her, and he tried to throw her in this giant, like, I don't know how you could say it. It's not a wormhole, but like a giant magical portal where she would never return. And Casper actually scares the little boy to give him the wand back because it was an emergency. And he says that was very, you know, relieving, but moving on. He actually, when he throws Wendy into the portal, let's just call it, Casper goes in to try to save her, and then like the ants and the ghosts all pitch in, and they all like pull, and then they all work together, and then they realize that ghosts aren't that bad as as witches have been told, and witches aren't as bad as ghosts have been told. So they all become friends, and they all, like, you know, decide to, you know, cling, and it's a really touching film. It's a, you know, a #1 classic. I would love to watch this during the, you know, Halloween season. If I had to rate this 1 out of 5, I'll give it a 5. It's a very beautiful film, and I love Hilary Duff. She's, you know, one of my favorite actresses of all time. But that wraps up this video. If you have any suggestions for my Spooktober Theater Thursdays, write down a comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!